As many of you may know, Blockbuster Video, as we know it, around the world and in Australia, is definitely going through some tough times. Of course, we have Netflix and a lot of digital distribution services for video and movies. So it didn't really come to me as a surprise that one of the last Blockbuster Videos in my area was shutting down. So this is indeed the story about the last Blockbuster Video in my area shutting down. And through Facebook, I actually heard that they were selling off all the last movies and basically everything for $1. Over the last few years, there have definitely been a lot of these places closing down, and you'd always see them giving away all the shelving, and I always wanted to get at least one shelf to put games on, but now that I don't really collect games anymore, it doesn't really matter. So as I've seen over the last few years, most of the Blockbusters, and I think the other one was Video Easy, I think that was the other big DVD rental chain place, and there are a few mum and pop stores, so to speak, but not anymore, as not many people borrow DVDs, and everyone's always like, oh, they're really nostalgic for, oh, we used to love going and renting DVDs and all that. Well, it's like, well, they're all shutting down because you're not doing that anymore, and we certainly don't. We don't even own a DVD player anymore. In the traditional sense anyway. So yeah, we haven't rented DVDs in years either. We used to have a Blockbuster basically just up the road from where we live, and now that is gone and it has been turned into something else. And that seems to happen with basically every Blockbuster store in the area. So let's get to the story of the last night of one of the last ever Blockbusters in Adelaide. So this was the Blockbuster store up in Glenunga, which is sort of going up to the Adelaide Hills and sort of up near the freeway. So my brother and I went up there, and yes, it was indeed closing down. It has definitely seen better days, and when we got inside, there were not a lot of DVDs left. I was actually hoping to snag some Blu-rays, as they had everything for $1, but we went in there and there was only mostly DVDs, but not good ones. I'm guessing through the weeks leading up to this point, they have been selling off a lot of their merchandise. But there were free Blu-ray cases, so I definitely got a few of those. But there were these two other guys that actually bought all the Blu-rays. Like, I'm talking all of them. Like, literally, they had boxes and boxes of them that they'd bought. And they were actually giving away all the shelves there, so they were unbolting the shelves from the walls and taking all the shelves. I mean, I would as well, if I had a reason to have that many shelves. There were a few other people there as well. We browsed through all the DVDs. There were not a lot left. We ironically bought a lot of crappy Adam Sandler films, as well as some comedies that we might actually watch at some point. Although then again, we don't really have a DVD player. There were also some posters as well, all of them for $1, but they ended up just giving me the whole box for $5. And yeah, it's really surreal seeing a store like that with like nothing in it. Like, some of the walls had been completely stripped back already, and just days after picking up all that stuff on the last night ever, all the shop front and signage was gone, stripped back, completely bare. So I'm guessing it was like rented, or they'd leased that premises, so I'm guessing it's going to just turn into another shop. So yeah, I ended up buying maybe 40 to 50 DVDs, and I don't know why I did. I just did it for the lols, and any films that I thought were like terrible, like I'd known they were really terrible, I just bought them ironically, which is kind of a waste of money. But I did it anyway. Yeah, it just really made me feel nostalgic for going to rent DVDs and things. Because I remember years ago as a young kid, you know, you'd go up to the Blockbuster Video, rent, like a new movie that's just come out, or you'd rent a few movies to have like a nice movie night, you know, you'd get the popcorn they have there. I don't know, it just had this really good atmosphere, and it was always exciting just to go up there and rent some films. I mean, yeah, I definitely feel nostalgic towards that whole process, but then again, the convenience factor of just being able to watch a movie on Netflix or just watch YouTube or something has definitely far exceeded the fun in going to a Blockbuster Video. So yeah, there were two staff there. They seemed pretty happy, pretty chilled. It was supposed to close at 8, but I was there until like 9, and they were just serving customers as they came in. And as you can see in some of the photos, yeah, there were not a lot of things left. I really wish I'd documented it a bit more, but it was really a case of me 45 minutes before it was supposed to close, hearing about it and being like, oh my god, I have to go there and see if I can find some stuff. Kind of curious to see what they ended up doing with all the leftover DVDs. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they literally just shredded them all or threw them in a bin. I'm actually kind of curious to know whether there actually are many more Blockbuster Videos left in Adelaide or like anywhere. Cause like every single one I've ever known of has just disappeared. So I guess we can safely say the age of movie rentals has definitely come to an end. So my question for you is, do you actually have any fond memories of going to any places like Blockbuster or Video Easy? I think that's what it was called. Cause I certainly do, and I really enjoyed going. But of course, it's just too inconvenient these days, and I think their time has passed. So, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.